How much wood could a wood chop shop if a wood chop shop could chop a shop? That is the question. We got an answer. No, we don't. We're never going to come up with that answer because we're never shutting this channel down. This channel is going to go on forever. I'll guarantee you that. If there's one thing I can guarantee you, this channel is never going to shut down. Never, ever, ever. That's a guarantee I can make you right now. That you keep tuning in, and I'll keep bringing you content. It's that simple. That's how simple this is. You keep watching my videos, and I'm going to keep making them. I will not ever stop. Can't stop, won't stop believing. Right? Cha-ching. Okay. So, back at it. Today we're just going to go through, so it's just an update of what's going on. So we put out a few videos. We're loving it. We're having so much fun. I thought this was going to be a little bit awkward, talking to a camera, talking to you guys like this. Hasn't been too bad. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, it hasn't been too bad. I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good time. Hopefully you guys are having a good time. I know lately, I'm just getting into it, just kind of trying to figure out my flow, trying to figure out everything. So I do appreciate you guys sticking around. I do appreciate you guys giving me time to kind of grow and kind of figure myself out, because it was either I take, a while to try to dial everything in, or no. And I'm not a guy who's dialed in. You guys are going to see, I don't even want to be that guy most of the time. I like being this. I like being me. I like to build quick. I like to build functionally. I do want to get into some stuff I've never got into. I've never got into the creative realm. This is the first time I've ever really dove into being creative. Yeah, I built decks. So to give you a little bit of a status update, or a bio update, I guess. I'm ex-military. I did 2001 to 2007. I was stationed at Fort Drum. Spent a couple tours in Afghanistan. Did construction for 15 years, building decks. Went all the way throughout this dude's company, all the way from being a laborer, all the way to being a project manager and hiring manager, and still building decks. I built over 1,000 decks. Decks, not decks, decks. I know sometimes it's hard to tell which one is which. Have to cut that one out. So, back to it. But yeah, lost my train of thought. Yeah, so built over 1,000 decks, right? So with that, I'm pretty much a professional at deck building. That I'll say. So if you guys ever need any, questions or advice, there won't be much of that on this channel. That was a different world. I loved it. I had a great time, but we're into something a little bit different these days. But that did give me a lot of the background that I have for what I know. That's how I learned how to use a tape measure. That's how I use table saws and miters. Did we use it the correct way? No, not at all. We're in the back of yards using contractor table saws. That's not safe. You shouldn't even be, those things shouldn't even be allowed. Those contractor table saws, they're dangerous. The things I've seen on those, that's one of the most dangerous tools because you think it's a good tool and you think it's going to do what it's supposed to do, and it does, but it doesn't. It's tippy, it falls. People try to do things they're not supposed to do on these things, and they're not, like, even this one. And this one's pretty weighty because it's an older one. This is a Craftsman 100. This is an older saw. But it is almost like dead straight, guys. We'll end up doing that. We'll end up eventually. We're gonna get good enough. We're gonna get good enough. We'll end up doing, we'll end up doing the distances and measuring with the micrometers and all that cool stuff. And we'll see how good this thing is, and maybe we'll make it better. That's what we want to do. We always want to make it better, but I don't know if we can. I don't know if I can. This thing is pretty, like, from what I can see with the guard. You lock it in and it's locked. It's just, I've had so many. This stuff cost me $50, guys. No, $75 this stuff cost me, guys. You can't beat that. And I've gotten some really, you guys are going to see that. That's not for this video. There's a video coming up soon. So, like I said, like, subscribe, follow. There's going to be a lot of these. So you guys, keep in touch. You guys are going to see a lot of cool stuff. You guys are going to see a lot of these cool things I find. I got this one, it's right over here, actually. It's a sander. I paid $25 on it. There's nothing on that thing that's not, the sandpaper the guy gave me with it is more than $25. Like, he gave me, like, I think, 9 things is freaking sandpaper. The sandpaper probably costs $40. So it's like, what? So yeah, no brainer. Have to get it, and that's what some of this stuff is. And I like to make my own stuff too. Sometimes you don't need, sometimes, like, you're going to see, sometimes yeah, I like to have, the good stuff, and then sometimes you don't need it. Like my Cyclone. I'm not going to give it away, but it's pretty cool. Another project that, so like I said, some of these are already built. That one's built, but it just slabbed together just so I could more of a prototype. Just the I need to make sure it's going to do good enough before I kind of try to dial it in. It does awesome. With it hooked up to my miter, I can throw sawdust right in front of the miter, suck it right into that tube. It works pretty good. I mean, obviously, no matter what you do, unless you do some cool friggin' crazy, thing, is it gonna ever pick up all your dust? But on that one, it's not a slider, so that is one thing. This is just a chop saw. I didn't go the slider route. I usually do, for reasons. I don't need a slider these days. I'm not trying to do panels anymore and stuff that's big. If I am, I'm going to run it through here. So that's just a chop saw because I wanted something more accurate. That's always been a problem with the miters. They're not accurate, but they are fast, and I've gotten so good with them that, yeah, I have to have one. I just love it. You don't need it. You don't. Table saw will do everything, and it'll probably do you a lot better than that. So you should only stick with this. You get that when you try to do more speedy stuff like framing and baseboards, stuff like that, right? But if you're doing fine stuff, or if that's what you're trying to get into, table saw is going to do you. And table saw will do you. You do a crosscut sled. We're going to build one of those because I don't have a crosscut sled. But let's see, my crosscut miter gauge. I think this is what you call this thing. Sorry, guys. I know I'm out of frame. Unprofessional. I should have been all set up for this, but like I said, we're here for the ride. Oh, here's another cool thing I'll show you guys too. I just picked this up the other day. I don't know if you guys have tried these, or if you guys even seen these. I'll tell you right now, I think they're going to be gold. I got a couple of them. But yeah, this has always been a problem with me and my guys. I haven't been using it, but yeah, clip this on your belt. And it actually seems, I don't know, like I said, we're going to test it out for like $4. Even comes with a pencil. I mean, why not, right? I don't know, we'll see. But always, oh my goodness, I hate that. But again, you'll see, luckily, when we're in your shop, it's a little bit different. But when you're out building fences and decks, oh my goodness, something like this. Oh, shoot. There you go. Whoopsies. Okay. So back at it. Yeah, there we go. That just happened. But miter gauge. Miter gauge, right? So basically how this thing works. If you didn't see this, there's an unboxing, and there's a we put the blade on, we did a fire up, see how well she fires up. Spoiler, she fired up pretty good. Yes, she did. Didn't you, baby girl? Yeah, you did. But yeah, so basically this goes up in here like this, bam, you install like a piece of wood or something like that. Don't run your hand through there, because that's dangerous, right? But yeah, you just cross cut all day. Way more accurate, always more accurate. Unless you're handling something pretty big, probably a lot safer. And if you get like a long piece of wood or something, you can install a clamp with a stop block. We'll go through all that, and it's just, it's actually way faster. It can be way faster. But again, I love that saw. It does have, it's 45, 45, 45, 45. It's dual bevel. It's dual miter. It's awesome. Love it. It is a 10-inch. It's a little bit of the cheaper version, but again, we wanted that for a reason. We wanted, like I said, let's try to start off with this type of setup. Like, this setup didn't cost me, I mean, yeah, the Bosch tools and stuff like that, a little bit pricey. Some of the Matibo stuff, I got some nailers and stuff like that, a bit pricey. What? Like, the stuff isn't cheap. It's not. But again, it's not crazy either. A lot of this stuff I've either got on sales, or I've got it at, garage sales, or, scouring marketplace. I'm a huge fan of buying seconds. For one, I think it's all the recyclingness of it. I work at a recycling paper plant. It's just, I recycle wood. It's, I recycle, guys. The plastics and the stuff, cardboard, I don't know. I burn all my cardboard, not gonna lie. I know it's supposed to be bad, but I know what they're doing with it too. I've been there. Seen, we've all gone to the dump, and most of us have because we've been in construction or something. But if you haven't gone to the dump, go to your local dump, see what they do with it. A lot of times they're burning it, right? But yeah. So with that, shoot, wow, I got way off the track, huh? We're talking about table saws and miter saws. Me being in the military, I was an aircraft electrician, working on Blackhawks. Did that for a while, so I do have an electrical background of some sort. Also, I did a lot of residential for my boss. We wired up his whole entire house. I've done sub panels, I've done in-floor heating. I've done a lot of that type of stuff. We've done everything from doors, glass work, counters. He lived in a 10,000 square foot home on the water. It's appraised at like about 5 or 6 million these days. It's a nice place. We built a whole entire upper level to it. If you guys, well, I won't share that just in case. But yeah, no, it's a nice place. Maybe eventually, I'll build send you a link or something to it. It is available. It is online, but again, I don't want people to be, going to Steve's house. He's my old boss, good guy. But yeah, no, we did some really cool stuff. I'll probably get some pictures just to kind of show you guys of that video. But yeah, anybody knows me, you guys know the video. Probably already told you guys about the video. But you guys who don't know me will not know the video. But yeah, it's a pretty nice place. So I've done stuff like that, but like anything with hand tools, anything with planes, anything like that. Nah, I have almost zero experience with that. Chainsaw carving, I've done a bear. We're gonna show you that guys later on, and I've done that guy. That's it. And that one wasn't chainsaw. That was Dremel, because I also have a Dremel with a flex drive. So we're gonna be doing some of that. Right? So there's gonna be some of that. There's gonna be a Greenworks 60-volt chainsaw review coming up. There's gonna be my Cyclone build. Like I said, not sure if I'm gonna build it, if I'm just gonna show it to you. Probably just gonna show it to you. There'll be this router table. We'll kind of go through more about what I wish I'd done, what I had done, what I'll probably do to it. Like I definitely want to put like a metal tracking system in here that you guys see with like the micro jigs and stuff like that. That I think behind you guys, which you guys haven't even got to see that. That right now is like a soundproof box for my air compressor. But we're going to turn that into something a little bit more. It's also going to be like where we do our airbrushing and stuff when we get back into that. My mom got me some stencils over the winter. So we're definitely, again, this is the first time I've done anything artistic. That's what we're going with that. I've never done anything drawing. I didn't think I could. I was always under the impression that you had to have a skill before you even got into it. But that's not the case. No, these guys, a lot of these guys, some of them do. Some of these guys can come right out of the gate and they're doing stuff. Some of these guys that come right out of the gate and they're carving better than some of these guys have been carving for 5 years. That's going to happen. People are at different levels. You may have done something that was more related to carving when you were a kid. Maybe you did more Play-Doh than someone else. And maybe that's why you carve better than someone else. But again, why are you trying to be better than someone else? That, I think, is a big problem that everybody faces. You're trying to be better than someone else, which I'm not saying is a bad thing. Competition is good. It is. And that's what drives me a lot, is I'm always trying to be better than the guy next to me. And that's why I like to, but again, unfortunately, that makes me only want to be around people that are better than me sometimes. And if you're not either better than me or kind of at my level, I might, and I don't do this on purpose. I'm only human, guys. But I'll be quite honest with you guys. I may not give some of those other guys as much time as I give these guys because I try to surround myself. That just happened. Gonna leave that in. That's for sure. We don't take anything out. Except for maybe that one other thing that I said we might take out. But other than that, we don't take anything out, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, I think that's too much problem. We were trying to be better than yourself. That's what I think we need to strive for first. Being happy, because money doesn't make you happy. It can help. I'm not gonna lie. People say money doesn't make you happy. It doesn't make you happy. You do have to find happiness without it. But it does make it easier to find. And it takes away other stresses that could be there, So, I don't really like that analogy, but at the same time, it's not going to be the end all to make you happy. It won't. There's plenty of people that have so much money who might never find happiness. So don't be that person. Find your happy. No matter what it is, and maybe some people it's a lot less than some other people. Some people they want to be a certain place, and that's kind of where I'm at. There's a certain place I want to be. There's a dream I have, and I've been telling people my whole entire life to not just talk, but to do. Be people of actions, not people of words. So that means I have to do the things I talk about because I don't want to be a hypocrite, right? So if I'm going to tell people that you need to try new things and that you can do anything, well, here we are, right? And that's me doing that right now. So if there's one thing I can guarantee you guys is that we're going to always be trying new things, and I'm going to be failing all the time. that little gas spill, lots of those. Lots of those. Stuff falling down, things going woo everywhere. There's gonna be lots of that, guys. It's gonna be everywhere. This is gonna be crazy. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? Right? What are they gonna do when Joe comes for you? Right? Right? I don't know. We're trying to come up. Guys, help me out. We're trying to come up with a catchphrase. If I say something catchy, let me know. Put in the comments below. Keep commenting, guys. I will comment back. I am busy sometimes. I do work a lot because I still have a full-time job. Trust me, yeah, I've only started a couple videos. I'm not rich. We're still full-time workers. We're busting, I'm working 12-hour shifts, So don't worry. I'm not one of those fortunates, right? So, but again, that's not what this channel is about. It's not about being fortunate. It's about taking what you can get and making it into something useful, making it into something beautiful, and making it into something that you can share with all your loved ones. Like, that's a thing that my mom does. She's big into quilting, right? And that's what she's able to do. She makes tons of stuff. This right here, hopefully this zooms in on it. She made this for me. She's like a master level 3 quilter. I don't exactly know. I know there's 4 master levels, but I know she's good. She's just about at master 4. I think she has to get the test out or something. But Jiminy Crickets. If there's a master 5, I think she has it. Like, this is like, she's good. She's real good. But yeah, you're gonna see a lot of stuff, quilts that she makes, things like that. And she does that for presents. The same thing I want to do. I want to do carvings for people. I want to do furniture. I got vanity that I have to make. I got a toy box that I have to make. There's just so many things that I have to make. And why not? Whoa. Shoot, I'm sorry, guys. Have to make. I want to make these things. Like, I love doing this stuff. I got to stop using the word have. I don't have to do anything. I mean, there'd be some people let down if I did, of course. But at the same time, you don't have to. But I want to, and I want to do all this. This is one of the first times in my life that I'm literally doing everything that I wanted to do, and I want to do. And I want you guys to do the same. If you guys have never picked up a chainsaw, I don't care. My fiance, she's not this one. I'm not telling anybody should be your first saw. I'm not telling anybody you need this saw. I'm saying I'm at the point where I do need this saw. And you might get to that point. And some of you will take longer to get to that point. But if you've never used one, pick one up. Play around with it. Learn how to use it. Be safe. Be careful. Know that you're dealing with a machine. Watch some videos, guys. And not my videos. Again, my videos, read the disclaimer, not for educational purposes. They're not. Okay, we don't do everything the right way here. Here we're about entertainment and having fun together. We may learn some stuff. Listen, I'm not going to tell you you're not going to learn anything here. I hope you do learn something. But I'm not teaching anything. And I'm not saying you should do anything that I say. I'm just saying you may learn something, right? Because I gotta keep that. I don't want anybody thinking that you're gonna learn something here. I want to keep my standards low. And if you guys do, awesome. Sweetness, But if you don't, well, I can't say that I promise you would. Right? The only thing I promise is you'll probably be entertained, and I think you guys at least will get that out of me. So, like I said, I just kind of want to give you guys a little bit of an update, kind of what's going on. There are some big things coming up. I'm not quite ready to, I don't want to, I don't want to put out any teasers until, I've really come together. But this channel's coming together a lot easier and a lot better than I thought it would. And the ideas that I'm coming up with, I don't know what it is, guys. And this is why I'm telling you, if you've always wanted to do stuff like this, go try it, because this is something that I really, anybody knows me knows. I was so far from this realm of even thinking or believing or thinking of something I could even do. I'm sitting in front of a camera talking to you guys. Yesterday, when I first started this, and yesterday was the first time I ever done this. First time ever doing this. And this is what I'm saying. This isn't the best, guys. This isn't the best, but this isn't where it's going to end. It's going to get way better than this. I promise you that. We're starting here. We're going to be here. We're going to be here, guys. All right? We might even get here. Who knows? We might get so big that that's what I want. I'll take this. I had an old boss. Man, he taught me a lot. That guy. And it was one thing. He's like, I'll take this business as far as you guys want to go. He's like, obviously, I need you guys there. And he's like, but he's like, as long as you guys are there with me, and he's like, he's like, you guys support me. And he's like, you guys are helping. And he's like, if you guys help me get there, he's like, we'll get there. And he's like, I'll take this as big as you guys want to go with it. But he's like, as soon as you guys don't want it anymore, he's like, I don't need it. He's like, I'm doing very well, and I'm in the same place. This isn't about becoming rich. This isn't about the only reason why money's even a consideration at all is just so I can do more of this. I make okay money, so that's why I can definitely do a lot of these projects. And like I said, a lot of this stuff is free for me, like a lot of this wind stuff. But gas and stuff is not free and things like that. So that's the only reason why right now I'm even trying to contemplate, what we're gonna do as far as monies and things like that go as far as the channel go. But we got some ideas I think is gonna be pretty clever. I think you guys are going to like it. I really do. I think you guys are going to love the direction of this channel. If you guys don't, if you guys have any suggestions, comment below. I can't stress that enough. Comment, guys. I will comment back. I want to talk to you guys. I want to know you guys. Yeah, comment below, guys. Right? Just let's do it. Let's do this. Okay? I can't do it without you. It's going to take all of us. And like I said, there's going to be a lot of growing pains. There's going to be a lot of fails. And who knows, we might get to a point where there is just fail videos and stuff like that, because I'm sure will be videos of me failing. And that's part of it, And I say failing, is it failing or is it learning? Because failing is learning. At the end of the day, failing is learning. But we put such a negative thing on making a mistake. Oh, what'd you do? You made a mistake. Oh, what'd you do? You did that wrong. Okay, you did it wrong. Now do it right. Or what's right, And that's another thing. You gotta be careful what's right. What's right is whatever came out good and what everybody was safe. And not just safe, but not that you made it out alive, is that you're safe. There's a difference. Joe has worked most of his life where he made it out alive. I'm not going to lie. That's been most of my working career, is making it out alive. Let's do it safe. And again, guys, like I said, I've already told you guys some of the stuff, and I will tell you guys some of the things I know that I'm doing unsafe. So at least you guys know how to be safe. I will try at least put it there. But if you guys do see something that's like, whoa, buddy, even for you, hey, say something, guys. Worst thing I'm going to say is, hey, guys, I know. I'm sorry. And I will say that. Sometimes you guys are going to be like, hey, Joe, have you thought about this? And I'm like, you know what? I have. And sorry. I'm used to doing it this way. It's the way I'm going to do it, guys. But again, I will take to heart anything. I am not a professional at anything. I barely know anything. And that's another thing about this channel is I want you guys to learn it from a guy like me. A guy who's not very smart. A guy who's, not good looking, who can just come up here and do this, right? Like, it doesn't take, look at this. This is what I'm working with. And if I can work with this and do this, anybody can. And that's all I'm here. I'm here to show you that if I can do it, you can do it. Because you guys are all a lot smarter than I am. I promise you that. So with that, like I said, I think that's most of it for today, guys. I wanted to keep this one a little bit shorter. Like I said, we have lots of stuff on the bench. Lots of these behind the table saw, or behind the saw ones. So this is it's probably behind the saw too. That's probably what we're gonna call this. But yeah, like I said, there's so many projects. We have fixed a smoker that broke on us. We got some inventing to do. We got to do some things I have never seen before that we're going to create ourselves. I have ideas like that, and some of the stuff I've seen, and some of it we're making it our own. I like to make things my own. Hopefully you guys do too. Like I said, if you guys want plans, we might do a Patreon with plans and things like that. If you guys really want it, let me know what you guys want in the comments below. But if you guys do want it, maybe I'll do it. But man, I don't really believe in plans. I feel like you need to have somewhat of imagination. It's copying. You're gonna do it wrong. That's the problem. Yes, you guys want measurements. You guys want plans because you guys are scared about. And sometimes at the beginning, that is an okay way to learn. I'm not going to say it's a bad way. Any way that you learn is not a bad way. Very simple. Unless it's a bad way. But again, if it's not, it's not. But basically, what I'm saying with that is like, how do I dumb that down? Like, if it gets you to the same professionalism that you're going to get from one way or the other, it doesn't matter how you get there, I feel. Yes, if you're doing it unsafe, or you gotta know the safe way. You gotta know the right way, and you do need to know the wrong way. That is the one thing. And sometimes you're gonna find out what the wrong way is on yourself, and that's the scary thing. Because if you find out the wrong way on this saw, this is a big saw. This is why I don't expect anybody. I don't want anybody. If you think this is gonna be your first saw, please don't. This saw is a mean saw, and if this saw kicks at you, yeah, it can kick at you pretty hard. Now, again, some guys say that they actually kick a little bit less because they're small. They're so heavy. I don't know. We're gonna find out. Never ran anything. The biggest I ran before is a 20-inch bar. Ha! You guys thought I was gonna say it, didn't you? Didn't do it. Good try though. Amateurs. Anyway though. But yeah, the bar. Um, yeah, seriously though, if you guys thought I was gonna say, what's it go? Well, I shouldn't even say it because now it's gonna mess me up. Blade. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Yep. Yep. Y'all know who you are. Yep. You look to your left, to your right. You see who it is? Yep. Y'all see. Okay, I just want to point that out. Not that we're about, but we are. We are. We all are about admitting mistakes. We're all about accountability over here. And you guys are gonna see. I'll be the first one to admit that I made a mistake and I didn't do things. I want you guys to see that. I'm not gonna sit there and a lot of guys, they won't show you. They'll tell you like, oh yeah, just so you guys know, yeah. No, like why not? Like what? Because you're trying to fit a timeline. There's no timeline here. There is no timeline in Joe's Wood Chop Shop and Creations. There's a couple things we're here, and there's a few promises I can make that we're gonna chop more than you guys can handle, and that we're gonna shop more than what you guys know what to do with, and that every single day we're gonna try our hardest to get a video out to you guys if we can. Again, I'm gonna get busy, and I'm probably not gonna keep to that promise. But if I can, I'm gonna try. Something I really want to try to do. But again, work can't always decide. Sometimes you gotta work late. Some people don't show up. That could happen to me the other day. But it is what it is. You gotta roll with the punches. But we're gonna try. We're good. I can promise you this. There's gonna be a lot of content. There's gonna be a lot of content. There's gonna be a lot of chopping. There's gonna be a lot of sawing. There's gonna be a lot of wood. A lot of wood. Hardwood. Wood everywhere. There's a wood over here. There's wood over there. The most wood. This channel is gonna have the most wood. Guarantee you on that. You will never see this much wood in one video. Okay, not in one video. You'll probably see pictures of forest, right? Pretty much a lot of wood. But again, some other sites you're gonna see a lot of wood too. That's what she said. But still, you know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna see a lot. That is one thing I promise. And whether you guys like it or not, that's the thing you guys gotta help me with. If you guys don't like it, don't just say, "Oh no, I don't like this guy." Just be like, "Hey, what can I do? We can do this together." That's what I want. I want this to be ours. I don't want this to be mine. I want it to be ours. I want us to work together to achieve the same goal, and it's to have fun. It's to meet each other. I want to do meetups eventually. I want to do all these things, right? I want to, I just want to grow with a bunch of awesome, amazing people. That's what this is about. Growing as human beings. Yeah, that's what it is. And it's exciting, guys. I am so excited to be doing this. I love you guys so much. And thank you again. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for subscribing. And thank you so much for hitting that like button. You don't know what it means for someone to be able to finally do something like this. Someone who's sat there and they've dreamt and they've told people, no, you can't always dream, but you're sitting there yourself. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are in the same boat. You're sitting there with your families. And you don't want to. I'm not saying. Again, Joe doesn't teach. Don't listen. It's entertainment. Just talking. My very opinionated, super opinionated, and most likely wrong. I'm not telling anybody to go, do anything drastic. What I'm saying is that if you have a dream, figure it out. You can do it. You just got to do it. It's very simple. You just have to do it. The first thing of doing something is doing it. We plan it. We debate it. We talk about it. We decide it. Just do it. Just do it. If you've never picked up a chainsaw, pick one up. You've never picked up a table saw, try it. Watch some videos. Learn how to use it. Look at all these other guys out there. Like I said, too many guys. Wood Whisperer, amazing guy, does fine stuff. There's so many guys. Essential Craftsman, amazing channel to watch. There's so many channels. I can list out thousands of good channels to watch that are going to teach you some really awesome, amazing stuff. They're going to teach you how to use these tools. I'm going to show you how I use them. That's what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna show you how I do things. Because I've been doing it for a long time. Some of you are probably gonna be doing things kind of like me because you've been doing it for a long time. You might not do everything the right way. You may do it the way you want to do it. Sometimes I do things. I don't hold things. I don't clamp things. A lot of times I just put them in here. Sometimes they fall, but I know they're gonna fall. I know they could fall. But if you don't know that they could fall, then it can become dangerous, and it still is kind of dangerous. Like, but again, I'm not trying to say that safety is our number one goal here. It's not. It is and will always be to pretty much have fun and have a good time. That's why we're here. So again, guys, thank you so much, and I really appreciate you. So again, I think that's another one. Thank you guys again. You guys take it easy, and yeah, you guys have a great day. Thanks again, guys. Appreciate you.